Winter cherry, also known as ashwagandha, WITHANIA somnifera, the root of resilience and Vedic neuropower, Professor Diaries. In a world flooded with stress, exhaustion, and emotional burnout, a single root has stood the test of time. From the battlefields of the Mahabharata to the neurolabs of the 21st century, it continues to whisper the song of strength, calm, and inner power. Ashwagandha is a short shrub, usually growing in dry regions of India, the Middle East, and northern Africa. Its roots are thick, gnarled, and buried deep in the soil, symbolizing grounding and endurance. Known by various regional names, somnifera in French, amukara in Tamil, ashwagandha in Unani texts, its presence in the Ayurvedic system is so central that it is classified under rasayana, the rejuvenating tonics for body and mind. The Atharva Veda mentions roots that restore life force, or ohas, and protect against ghostly energies called bhut-vidya, a category into which ashwagandha is believed to belong. In the Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna speaks of the equanimous mind, sthita prajna, a state where the mind remains undisturbed by pain or pleasure. Modern science now reveals that ashwagandha regulates cortisol, the stress hormone, helping the brain maintain this very equilibrium. Na dukhena gakati vikara, he who is not disturbed by sorrow. Ashwagandha is the phytomolecular symbol of this teaching. In modern neurology, ashwagandha is classified as a powerful adaptogen, a herb that helps the body adapt to physical, emotional, and environmental stress. Clinical studies have shown cortisol reduction by up to 32% in 60 days, enhancement of GABA receptor activity, which is that calming neurotransmitter, an increase in BDNF, brain-derived neurotrophic factor, for brain plasticity, and a boost in dopamine and serotonin levels, which improves mood and motivation. In simple terms, this root doesn't just calm you down, it actually rebuilds your brain from the inside out. At AI labs globally, including emerging neurobotanic models, researchers are now feeding ashwagandha's bioactive compounds into machine learning algorithms to model human stress response pathways, create AI-assisted herbal prescriptions, and link herbs to individual DNA stress markers. If giloy was the plant of immunity, then ashwagandha is the plant of personalized emotional repair. As AI advances, ashwagandha's molecular profile is becoming a key for building bioadaptive technologies, including neuro-responsive wearables, stress-reducing algorithms, and consciousness-augmenting tools. Modern physics has shown that vibrational fields around plant compounds affect the electrical signaling in human cells. Ashwagandha's molecular structure emits a stable low-frequency vibration that correlates with alpha and theta brainwave states. In other words, this root is a natural tuner of the brain's frequencies, giving rise to calmness, clarity, and courage. In the Mahabharata, the warrior Arjuna is momentarily weakened in spirit, filled with self-doubt. It is Krishna who restores his courage and focus. In Ayurvedic symbology, ashwagandha is the Krishna of herbs. It restores the kshatriya spirit within us, the inner warrior who stands up against stress, fear, and internal enemies. In this sense, ashwagandha is not just a root, it is a reminder that even when life exhausts us, there is a well of power beneath the surface, waiting to be activated. Part 2. The Science of Stability and Spiritual Shielding. In Ayurvedic pharmacology, ashwagandha is one of the most balanced tridoshic herbs. It possesses rasa or taste, which is both bitter and sweet. Guna, meaning quality, is heavy and unctuous. Virya or potency is warming. Vipaka, the post-digestive effect, is sweet. This unique combination allows it to calm excess vata, which shows up as anxiety, restlessness, or insomnia. It grounds deranged pitta, helping with anger, irritability, and burnout. And it invigorates low kapha, addressing depression, lethargy, and a lack of motivation. According to the Charaka Samhita, Rasayana Nama Jivanam, a rasayana is that which gives life. Ashwagandha's action is deeply rejuvenating, youth-restoring, and spirit-enhancing. Ashwagandha is prescribed for a wide array of modern and ancient ailments. Neurological conditions, for example, include insomnia, anxiety disorders, OCD, depression, neuroinflammation, and even dementia prevention. Now when it comes to endocrine and hormonal health, ashwagandha addresses thyroid imbalances like hypothyroidism, cortisol overload, infertility in both males and females, and adrenal fatigue. Moving on to immunomodulatory effects, ashwagandha is used for autoimmune disorders, arthritis, asthma, allergies, and even for long COVID or post-viral fatigue. In terms of metabolic and cellular health, it helps with fatigue, muscle wasting, weakness in the elderly, and can also be used as a support therapy in cancer. It's actually one of the very few herbs studied for cortisol regulation in clinical trials. And unlike synthetic drugs, its effect is holistic, not suppressive. Ashwagandha can be consumed in multiple forms. For example, you can use churna or powder, taking 1 to 3 grams with warm milk or ghee. There are also capsules or tablets, usually 300 to 600 milligrams twice daily. Or you might use a decoction, where the roots are boiled for 15 to 20 minutes. Ashwagandha grita or medicated ghee is great for brain and bone nutrition. And asava or arishta, which are fermented extracts, are used for digestive conditions. But there are some contraindications and cautions to keep in mind. You should avoid ashwagandha in pregnancy unless you have Ayurvedic guidance. It's important to monitor if you're combining it with thyroid or sedative medications. And it's not recommended for extreme high pitta conditions, like fever or inflammation. Ashwagandha is best taken at night thanks to its somniferous or sleep-inducing qualities. In the human energy map, ashwagandha primarily resonates with the Muladhara chakra, or root chakra. This is all about groundedness, a sense of safety, tribal connections, and our basic physical survival instinct. It also has a connection to the Ajna chakra, or third eye, supporting intuitive resilience, mental focus, and helping to overcome mental illusions, known as avidya. And ashwagandha supports vagus nerve activation, which means it helps the body shift from fight or flight into rest and digest. This really allows the nervous system to recover, recharge, and, well, receive. Charaka Samhita praises ashwagandha under Medhya Rasayanas, tonics for the mind. It is said to, and I quote, Dirghamayushyam balam medam pradadati, which means grants long life, strength, and intelligence. In the Bhagavad Gita, the warrior who fights internal darkness with calm and focus is considered yukta. Ashwagandha builds this inner yuktata, the perfect balance of action without anxiety. Researchers are now feeding ashwagandha's phytocompounds into brain AI interfaces to map neural stress patterns, gene expression of brain-derived BDNF, and adaptive responses in real time via wearable tech. Next-generation applications include AI-based mood balancers, ashwagandha-enhanced neurostim devices, smart headbands for cortisol monitoring, and personalized dosha-based dashboards with root frequency suggestions. Ashwagandha may be the first herb to become part of neuronutritional code streaming, where real-time AI suggests plant signals based on mood fluctuations. Part 3. Global Vision, Child Education, and Future AI Integration. Across the world, ashwagandha has become, a symbol of India's rising Ayurvedic soft power. It is now featured in global herbal pharmacopoeias, prescribed by Ayurvedic doctors in Europe and the USA, and included in stress therapy centers in Japan, Germany, and Canada. It's also approved in multiple WHO-acknowledged wellness protocols. Countries like Israel, France, Australia, and South Korea have begun to study it for cancer support, sports medicine, neurodegeneration, and sleep biohacking. Ashwagandha is no longer just a plant. It is a diplomat from India's ancient civilization to the world's stressed society. In a time where children suffer from screen fatigue, social isolation, poor sleep, and mental hyperactivity, ashwagandha offers a simple, natural aid. Schools and parents can introduce ashwagandha ghee in diets, teach children how plants support their nervous system, include it in eco-consciousness curriculums, and run herb garden projects with AI tools that scan plant mood responses. Tech-integrated botany can help kids build a relationship with nature while understanding plant intelligence. Ashwagandha is not only a medicine, it is a guardian root, a sacred reminder of the earth's courage. Vedic scriptures tell us that dhairyam hi balam, courage is strength. Ashwagandha's energetic frequency encourages psychic centering, fighting negative emotional imprints, waking up inner fire without burning out, and practicing detached action as taught by Lord Krishna in the Gita. It is one of the few plants that has been symbolically associated with the stable mind of a yogi. Advanced AI models are now tracking ashwagandha's impact on brainwaves, mapping epigenetic shifts from herb use, creating personalized AI advisors that suggest herbs by mood, voice, or posture, and storing plant memory quantum signatures for future emotional reset devices. In the near future, you may wear a headband that detects stress, and your AI then suggests an ashwagandha breath ritual, links to meditative scripts based on Vedic texts, and calculates your neural return to balance in minutes. This is no longer science fiction. This is where ashwagandha meets the age of quantum AI consciousness. Ashwagandha is not just rooted in earth, it's rooted in wisdom, warriorhood, and waking up to your highest calm. In the words of an old Vedic saying, Yasya manas thiram, tasya jaya nityam, he whose mind is stable wins every time. In a chaotic world, ashwagandha reminds you that you don't have to escape the battle. You just have to stand still in it. Support the mission, a fusion of AI, spiritual consciousness, and soul technology. Shopping through the bag icon helps support this journey. Tap the membership icon for early access and conscious tech circles. Scan the UPI QR at the end to contribute any amount you feel called to. For collaborations, contact via the official email in the description. Watch the full series on Professor Diaries. Like, share, comment, and tell us what resonated. #Professor Diaries, #spiritual science, #AI consciousness.